How do I, 25F, kindly tell my house guest she needs to go home? I took in a friend's younger sister to help her escape a breakup, but now she's turned my spare room into a permanent vacation spot. Back in April or May, my husband, who is 27, and I, 25, met M, 23, and Vi, 19. They had been dating for just under a year, and over the past few months, we hung out with them quite a bit, catching movies and attending local events. Unfortunately, 3 weeks ago, their relationship ended following some intense fighting and resentment. My partner and I, along with some mutual friends, helped Vi move out of their shared apartment one night. We were told at the time that the fights had become physical, so we operated under the assumption that Vi was fleeing an abusive situation, though we have since learned that isn't entirely accurate. M was not even there during the move. Vi was initially invited to stay with another friend for a few days, but she's been staying with us for nearly a week now. When she first arrived, I suggested that 1 week would be our milestone marker for having a real plan for her living situation moving forward, and she agreed. The reality is that Vi does not want to return to her home state to live with her mother. She says her mother's house is overcrowded, loud, and that her mom is overbearing and prone to overreacting. She also mentions that her father's house is toxic, and I would certainly agree that she shouldn't go back there. As of now, Vi hasn't even told her mother about the breakup. However, here is the real challenge. Vi doesn't have a car in this state. She doesn't have a job, and she has actually declined work offers from friends. She's enrolled in virtual college courses, but she doesn't help around the house, she doesn't contribute financially, and she barely speaks to us. She claimed she was taking online classes, but she'd actually been spending hours back at M's apartment. At first, I was extremely empathetic. My primary concern was keeping a young person mentally safe and off the streets. But now that the dust has settled, I am sensing that she is an irresponsible kid who really needs to be back in a household with a parent. I do not feel like I know her well enough to be considered a guardian, but I still feel a sense of responsibility for her safety. I am looking for a way to firmly but kindly insist that she needs to return to her mother's house or, alternatively, get a job and secure her own housing. I am holding firm on her moving out by the agreed-upon deadline. I just need a tactful way to explain that she needs to head home if she can't come up with a realistic alternative.